Shelley Fabares, the television fixture for decades, has died at the age of 82.
The sudden passing of 82-year-old star Shelley Fabares left Hollywood stunned.
Shelley's husband, MASH star Mike Farrell, says she died Saturday in Los Angeles, surrounded by loved ones.
A brief announcement of only a few lines, an unusual silence from her family, and the decision to keep every detail private until the very end left countless questions unanswered.
This business is almost total pressure all the time. It's either the pressure of being out of a job or the pressure of having a job.
Behind the radiant smile that once captivated millions of viewers, the life of the Donna Reed Show icon held a side few people ever expected.
At one particular point, before I had the transplant, I was very close to death.
What really happened during the private final years of her life? The truth that has just come to light may leave you stunned. Stay with us to find out. Shelley Fabares passed away on Saturday, August 22, 2026, in Los Angeles at the age of 82. The death of the actress, known to audiences through the Donna Reed Show One Day at a Time, and Coach, was quickly reported by major media outlets. She passed away after a period of health problems. Initial information about the cause of death was kept very limited by the family. According to the statement released after her death, Shelley passed away following a brief illness, meaning an illness that progressed over a short period of time. No specific diagnosis, medical condition, or direct cause was made public by the family. That silence continued in the days that followed. Reports published by major media outlets such as the New York Times, the Hollywood Reporter, People, and Los Angeles Times provided no additional details about the specific cause. As of August 25, 2026, the official information remained limited to the phrase, brief illness. According to information from the family, Shelley Fabares passed away surrounded by her loved ones. The detail appeared alongside a tribute shared by her husband, Mike Farrell, following the actress's death. The statement focused not on her career, but on Shelley as a person in her private life. Mike Farrell described his wife as a source of love, strength, laughter, and comfort to those around her. He also spoke of her as a devoted wife, a cherished stepmother, and a loyal friend. The qualities emphasized included her warmth, generosity, humor, and grace. The family's statement also showed that they wanted the focus to remain on Shelley's life and relationships, rather than provide additional medical information. For fans, this made the actress's death even more difficult to fully understand, as details about her final days remained largely private. The family also asked the public to respect their privacy during this time. As of August 25th, the family continued to keep information regarding Shelley Fabares' funeral and memorial plans private. The relatively brief nature of the announcement was consistent with the actress's private life. During her final years, when she gradually reduced her public activities, appeared less frequently, and devoted more time to her family and work behind the scenes. That privacy made the announcement of her passing draw even greater attention. Behind that brief announcement were memories shared by Shelley Fabares' colleagues and loved ones. Their tributes offered another perspective on the woman audiences had come to admire on screen. You heard of tributes. One of the most notable tributes came from Craig T. Nelson Fabares' co-star on Coach. Nelson called her a great lady and emphasized the sense of stability she brought to those around her. He said Shelley was a foundational part of his life throughout his time on the show. Nelson also remembered Fabares as a woman who always wore a smile and was ready to listen. When colleagues needed advice, she was often someone they could turn to. For Nelson, those qualities meant Shelley was remembered not only for her role as Christine Armstrong, but also for the person behind the character. The tributes from Coach were especially meaningful because the series brought Fabares back into a prominent position on American television. In the tributes following her death, the focus was more often on the way the actress treated the people she worked with and the lasting relationships she maintained with them. Glenn Scarpelli, who appeared alongside Shelley Fabares in One Day at a Time, also shared a personal memory after learning of her death. He recalled a conversation between the two around Christmas. That conversation ended with words of affection that Scarpelli continued to remember. The details showed that Fabares' relationships with people she had worked with extended beyond their professional lives. Many years after appearing together on television, their connection remained. For Scarpelli, the memory of their final conversation became a particularly meaningful part of his farewell to her. Other tributes from the Hollywood community also focused on Fabares' warmth and grace. Rather than emphasizing achievements, colleagues often described her through qualities such as humor, kindness, and her ability to make those around her feel heard. For television audiences, memories of Shelley were connected to many different characters. One generation remembered Mary Stone from The Donna Reed Show, while viewers familiar with Coach remembered Christine Armstrong. Those who loved the music of the 1960s still knew her through Johnny Angel. The variety of those memories reflected a career that stretched across many eras of American television and film. Fabares appeared before the public from a very young age and maintained a significant presence for many decades. Her passing therefore drew tributes from multiple generations of viewers. On social media, fans continued sharing images and clips from Fabares' familiar roles. Mary Stone and Christine Armstrong were frequently mentioned, along with memories of her appearances alongside Elvis Presley. The posts largely focused on the actress's grace and lasting impact. Those tributes also brought attention back to Shelley Fabares' remarkable journey on screen. From a young television actress in America to mature roles remembered decades later, her career contained many significant milestones. A remarkable career. Shelley Fabares entered the entertainment industry at a very young age. She began working as a child model at just 3 years old, then moved into acting at the age of 10. In her early years, Fabares appeared in programs such as Fury and Captain Midnight before going on to take on more notable roles on television. One of her early milestones was Annette, a series featured as part of the Mickey Mouse Club. Fabares also appeared in the television adaptation of Our Town in 1955, playing the sister of the character portrayed by Paul Newman. The production also featured Eva Marie Saint and Frank Sinatra, bringing the young actress into closer contact with some of the entertainment industry's biggest names. Her work during childhood gave Fabares valuable experience before she took on the role that would transform her career. At the age of 14, Shelley Fabares was cast as Mary Stone in The Donna Reed Show. The series made the young actress a familiar face on American television. In The Donna Reed Show, Fabares played Donna Reed's daughter. The relationship between the two actresses quickly became special, and Fabares later called Donna Reed a second mother, while also regarding her as a deeply influential role model. Fabares made an unexpected mark in music as well as acting. In 1962, she recorded Johnny Angel, which quickly rose to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. The success took the actress's name beyond television and became one of the most distinctive milestones of her career. Johnny Angel was reported to have sold more than 1 million copies, a notable achievement for a young actress who was not primarily pursuing a career as a singer. Fabares once acknowledged that she was not a professional singer. The unexpected success of the song made it a distinctive part of her legacy. Film expanded Fabares' career further when she appeared alongside Elvis Presley in 3 movies, Girl Happy Spinout and Clambake. The 3 collaborations brought her closer to one of the biggest stars in American music and became one of the most notable connections in the actress's film career. Notably, Fabares was once regarded as the only actress to appear alongside Elvis Presley in 3 films, a remarkable number, even compared with other well-known actresses who worked with him. These productions helped maintain Fabares' position in the popular musical film genre and added another distinctive mark to her film career. In 1971, Fabares continued to attract attention with Brian's Song, a television film based on a true story. The production drew approximately 55 million viewers when it aired and was later released theatrically. Fabares played the wife of football player Brian Piccolo, further expanding her range as an actress. She later appeared in One Day at a Time as Francine Webster. Fabares initially appeared as a guest star, then became a recurring character, and eventually a regular cast member. The role allowed her to reach another generation of television viewers. Another major milestone came when Fabares was cast as Christine Armstrong in Coach, alongside Craig T. Nelson. She joined the series in 1989 and continued appearing across multiple seasons. The role brought Fabares back to a prominent position on television after years of working across different formats. Christine Armstrong also earned Fabares 2 Primetime Emmy nominations. Coach allowed her to present a more mature image while demonstrating her ability to transition from a teenage star into a seasoned television actress. The series ultimately became one of the most important productions of her later career. Fabares' career was not limited to leading roles. She also made guest appearances in numerous series including The Twilight Zone, The Rockford Files, Ironside, McCloud Mannix, The Love Boat, and Fantasy Island. These appearances showed that she maintained a consistent presence on television, rather than becoming associated with a single image. After Coach, Fabares remained connected to the entertainment industry through behind-the-scenes work and voice acting, including the role of Martha Kent in Superman the Animated Series and production work for the SAG Awards. As her appearances in front of the camera became less frequent, she shifted her focus toward work that placed her less often in the public spotlight. That change also made Shelley Fabares' private life increasingly low-profile. Away from the spotlight, she devoted more attention to her family and personal choices, revealing another side of the actress's life: a lasting marriage. In 1964, Shelley Fabares married music producer Lou Adler, marking her first marriage. The two separated in 1966, before officially ending their marriage in 1980. Fabares and Adler had no children together. Their long period of living apart meant that the actress's first marriage was rarely discussed in later years. After the marriage ended, Fabares continued to focus on her acting career and personal life. Shelley Fabares first met Mike Farrell in 1970, when the two appeared together in The Interns. They did not immediately enter into a long-term relationship. They reunited around 1982, before their relationship gradually became closer. On December 31, 1984, Fabares and Farrell married at the home of her aunt actress Nanette Fabre. The marriage lasted for more than 4 decades until Shelley's death. Farrell later became the family's representative in sharing official information about his wife's passing. Within the Farrell family, Fabares was the stepmother of Aaron and Michael Farrell. Information released by the family after her death emphasized the actress's place in family life, describing her as a devoted wife and a cherished stepmother. One experience that had a major influence on Fabares' social advocacy involved her mother, Elsa. She was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease around 1988. Fabares witnessed the effects of the disease on her family before her mother died in 1992. That experience led Fabares to become involved in Alzheimer's awareness efforts. She participated in speaking engagements, fundraising programs, and activities aimed at encouraging greater public attention to the disease. This role became a significant part of her work outside the entertainment industry. Fabares also testified before the U.S. Congress on issues related to Alzheimer's disease. Her decision as a well-known actress to use her voice to raise awareness helped bring greater public attention to the subject. It became one of the social causes remembered as part of her life. Alongside her work and community activities, Fabares maintained a relatively private personal life. In her later years, she appeared less frequently in public and rarely shared details about her private life. That discretion also meant that information about her day-to-day life in recent years remained limited. Financially, Celebrity Net Worth estimated Shelley Fabares' fortune at approximately $6 million at the time of her death. This is an estimate from a commercial data source, not a value confirmed by her family. The figure should therefore be regarded only as an approximate estimate. One notable aspect of Fabares' private life was her transition from a famous actress to someone who devoted greater attention to family and community activities. Her experiences with loved ones, particularly her mother's illness, helped shape the priorities she pursued away from the spotlight. Her life with Mike Farrell also became an important part of her later years. The two maintained a relationship that lasted more than 41 years and experienced many changes in life together. Farrell was also by Fabares' side through one of the most serious challenges she ever faced. The choices she made in her personal life revealed a different Shelley Fabares from the familiar image seen on television. Behind that relatively private life was a serious health battle, beginning with what appeared to be an incidental discovery and eventually leading to a decision that could change the course of her entire life: the fight for survival. In 1998, an accident at home left Shelley Fabares with several broken ribs. During her examination and treatment, doctors discovered abnormal liver enzyme levels. The finding led to further tests to determine the actress's underlying health condition. Fabares was diagnosed with severe autoimmune hepatitis, a disease in which the immune system attacks the liver and can cause long-term liver damage. Her condition continued to progress, eventually leading to liver failure. It became one of the most serious health crises of the actress's life. In early 1999, her condition became critical when Fabares developed a complication involving esophageal bleeding. The complication could be life-threatening and made urgent treatment necessary. Not long afterward, she was placed on the liver transplant waiting list officially in April of that year. Finding a suitable liver did not happen immediately. Shelley Fabares had to wait approximately 22 months before receiving the opportunity for a transplant. During that time, her health remained a major concern for her family, especially Mike Farrell, who stayed by his wife's side throughout her treatment. In October 2000, Fabares successfully underwent a liver transplant at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. The surgery marked a major turning point in her battle with illness. After months of waiting, the actress was given an opportunity to continue living and return to the activities she was still able to pursue. Fabares later spoke publicly about the experience and described feeling as though she was slowly dying before suddenly being given another chance at life. Those remarks showed that she understood the seriousness of her illness and the profound change the transplant brought to the way she viewed life. After the transplant, Shelley Fabares did not return to the same demanding pace of work she had maintained before. Acting roles became less frequent, while she devoted more attention to her family and work behind the scenes in the entertainment industry. Her work connected to the SAG Awards also became a significant part of her activities in the years that followed. Fabares also continued supporting efforts to raise awareness of Alzheimer's disease. Her earlier experience with her mother, Elsa, gave the issue particular meaning for her. As a result, Fabares' contributions extended beyond the screen and into community advocacy. The 2000 liver transplant also became one of the stories most often mentioned when looking back at Shelley Fabares' life. From a young actress who had once become famous on television, she went through a health crisis that could have ended both her career and her life before continuing with activities suited to her health. In the years that followed, Fabares' life became more private. She appeared less frequently in public, no longer maintained the same level of acting work as during her peak years, and devoted more time to her family. The change came after a health battle that she herself had once openly shared with the public. Shelley Fabares is gone, leaving behind a career that spanned decades and a life filled with many experiences that not everyone knew about. From the Hollywood spotlight to years of facing serious health challenges, she went through turning points that could have completely changed a person's life. Until the end, her family kept many details about her final days private. Perhaps those very silences are what have led so many people to look back at Shelley's journey. If you want to discover more stories behind the lives of Hollywood stars, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and don't miss the stories to come.